I want to change the way that you see failure so that you stop being scared of it. When I first start talking to women, they'll often talk to me about their fear of failing yet another diet or trying to change their habits and their lifestyle and just never making it stick. But I want to put this to you. If you choose to do nothing out of fear, then you have already failed. Nothing is gained and nothing will ever change because you were too scared to stick it out. When you doubt yourself and you have a fear of failure, you give up on things way too soon because you just think that they're not right for you. Maybe you give up on the workout routine because you're just finding it too hard to fit in. Or maybe you give up on changing your kids' eating habits because your family's showing resistance and you feel like it's just not getting off the ground quick enough. But you have to really think of what you're giving up in those moments. Are you giving up confidence in your body? Are you giving up leading a healthy lifestyle with your kids? Are you giving up being a positive role model to your children? Are you giving up those dreams and desires of showing up as your best self? And you're going to give up on all these things because it seems a little bit hard and you're not getting results right now? Now, come on, ladies. Here's the thing. You never get results right away. You can't change your life, change your habits, and change your beliefs and the entire structure and routine of your family just because you've made a quick decision. So whenever you give up because it's too hard or you don't have the time or people aren't cooperating, that's when you choose to fail because you're choosing to quit. And that team, that's a choice. But real success is actually just about trial and error. It's finding what works for you. It's about making small progress every single day and never expecting yourself to be perfect. Now, for all of you that are like, oh, but Chels, I'm a perfectionist. Everything has to be running perfectly. I want to tell you now that perfectionism doesn't exist. The concept of being a perfectionist is fake. Because if you're a perfectionist in this area, you would have already mastered it. You'd be so dedicated to getting the results because you were wanting to be perfect in it that you would never have quit. You would never give up because you didn't have time or it seemed too hard or people weren't cooperating. A perfectionist is committing to getting the results and they're living it. So perfectionism is often a mask that women wear to cover up their fear of failure. They say, oh, I'm a perfectionist, or I expect on myself to show up perfectly and this all needs to be running really well in order for me to do it. But that's their way of stopping themselves from taking any action. It's their way of letting themselves off the hook. So I encourage you to stop expecting yourselves to nail all the habits, nail the routines, and get everyone on board on day one. Be realistic. Understand that this lifestyle takes time. No one is a master straight away. And if you've learned to quit on yourself when things get tough, you can also learn the opposite. You can learn to be driven. You can learn to be disciplined. You can learn how to make this work for you. You can learn how to be consistent. If quitting on yourself is learnt, so is drive, discipline, and consistency. So I want you to stop being scared of failure and actually be scared of the fact that you may just never commit to yourself, that you'll get to the end of your life and you'll never have pushed yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically, and you'll have lots of regrets. Just make a commitment. Know that the road is going to be rocky and it's not necessarily easy, but the payoff is so much more, and the outcome you'll get is well worth your commitment.